Clip of the day.
Further tech news. The end of Twitter. I can call it now. This is easy.
Oh,
yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, the end of Twitter. This has nothing to do with 10,000 characters, 140 characters. No, it has to do with the Twitter Security Council. Did you? I'm sure you heard about this. There's no way you didn't. Twitter has put together a security council, and which consists of a lot of social justice warriors, and the list is quite extensive, to come up with, I guess, community guidelines. And one of these actually is the Dangerous Speech Project, because I just looked at people who were trying to, who were talking about what free speech is, and and how that can work.
That's over.
Right. So the Dangerous Speech Project, they actually have guidelines to determine. Actually, I want to do this with you. 5 defining variables. So these are the people who will be determining if you get kicked off Twitter or not. The guidelines are based on 5 variables which affect the dangerousness of particular speech act in the time and place in which it was made or disseminated. The speaker, the audience, the speech act itself, the social and historical context, and the mode of dissemination. So here it is. The most dangerous speech act or ideal type of dangerous speech would be one for which all 5 variables are maximized. Are you ready for the 5 variables? 1.
I'm all, yeah, definitely.
If it is a powerful speaker with a high degree of influence over the audience.
That has to be in play?
That has to be in play. Otherwise, it's not dangerous, your speech. So if they don't define what powerful is.
There's a guy with 26 followers, it's not going to mean anything.
No. The second one, the audience has grievances and fear that the speaker can cultivate. So that would be like Donald Trump, I guess.
Yeah, they should kick him off.
Mm-hmm. A speech act that is clearly understood as a call to violence. This is a tough one. How
call to violence?
It's clearly understood.
Do we have a definition of violence?
Well, I think you have to go back further. A speech act that is clearly understood as a call to violence doesn't mean clearly stated as a call to violence, but understood as a call to violence.
Alpha Fox Dog.
4th, a social or historical context that is propitious for violence.
Propitious.
Is that the word, propitious? Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Propitious. Propitious.
Okay. I think better pronunciation, but I can't do it. Onward.
Giving or indicating a good chance of success. Favorable. That's what propitious means. So favorable for violence for any of a variety of reasons.
If you call for violence and there's no chance, then you're okay?
Then you're okay. It has to be all 5. Historical context that is propitious for violence for any of a variety of reasons, including long-standing competition between groups for resources, lack of efforts to solve grievances, or previous episodes of violence. And then final, a means of dissemination that is influential in itself. For example, because it is the sole or primary source of news for that relevant audience. You could almost say anything we talk about on this show hits all 5 of those. Depending on how you
think we call for violence, burning down anything.
No, but that depends on how you want to define it.
We do say punch in the mouth, but that's
we say hit in the mouth, which is not quite as bad, I think. So this is stupid, and no, this is completely stupid, but strangely enough, I think it actually plays into the way people are thinking these days, and what is now kind of become acceptable in mainstream America. Could you be any more kind of America than Texas?
No.
I don't. So how about University of Texas?
I don't think that would. I disagree with that. University of Texas is most American.
Okay.
I think Texas Christian. I think TCU might be.
Right. Let me play a little clip from something that happened this week at University of Texas, Austin, where clearly an activist, a person who was being difficult, was shouting things at girls on campus. He actually, I think, was not technically on campus, but he got written up for a ticket. And he turned on his phone and he interviewed this APD, Austin Police Department officer, who's very kind, by the way. Nothing wrong with what he's saying. He's being very courteous, but his understanding of the law is interesting.
Oh, so what's your name and your badge number?
My name is Officer Womsey.
Womsey? Okay.
1948.
Okay.
So will you allow me to speak now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so basically what I was saying earlier, we had somebody that was offended by the gestures you're making, and that's our job, is to make sure that that doesn't happen, because these are students that's walking in this mall, like right here. I know you're not on campus, but you're right on campus offending students on the campus. So the job here is to write you up as a citation, disorderly conduct, for offending someone.
Does freedom of speech protect offensive speech?
Does freedom of speech do what?
Protect offensive speech?
It doesn't
He was
matter if freedom of
offending
speech.
someone.
Was offended.
I'm sorry?
It said he was offending someone.
Yeah, listen, it's almost over.
Offensive speech?
Does freedom of speech do what?
Protect offensive speech?
It doesn't matter if freedom of speech. Someone was offended. That's against the law. I don't want to argue
It's against the law to defend.
with you.
Okay.
It's against the law.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? Is it against the law to offend somebody?
Yes.
Okay. So, why? I mean, I thought freedom of speech was to
Look,
protect.
I got to get your ID, man. I mean, I don't mind you doing the camera, but you have to work with me like I'm working with you. So could you give me your ID, please? I gave you
And
my
what specifically
information.
that was offensive?
Can I have your ID, sir?
Yeah, sure. What are the words that were offensive?
I told you the words earlier. I said that you use anus. I said that you were offending the sorority.
Well, that could be a biological
So he used the word anus and offended the sorority sisters.
class, right?
It's fine. Well,
Anus is a
penis.
That's also a biological word.
I understand.
So would you be?
Well, just work with me like I'm working with you. Can I get your ID?
I'm
please?
happy to work with you, and I thank you.
No problem.
Is there a way you'd like me? What were the words you'd recommend? Biological words. What would be the suggested words I should use next time?
I can't tell you what to do, sir. I don't know what your goal here.
But I know. I would think.
I know that you offended
want
someone, and I'm just doing my job.
Just doing his job. Admittedly, according to the chat room, the guy was a trainee, but I saw him in uniform, so he looked like a uniformed police officer to me.
Well, I'll give you clip of the day for that.
Well, thank you. I think that's warranted.
Although I would say it's
Hold on.
Clip of the day.
Let me take my honors first. Yeah.
I would say that its quality was mediocre,
Yeah,
and
agreed,
I think the
agreed.
point was well made, but it's a good clip.
And
But the guy's a douche. The guy who's being busted with the ticket.
Yeah.
And what's the ticket? Did we get the price on the ticket? What is it? $50? $100?
I don't know what the cost of this.
$10. It was $5, and
But he was ticketed for offending someone, and that.
I know, I think
more
that's
importantly, that the police officer, trainee or not, says, that's against the law. You can't do that. I'm just doing my job. You offend somebody, I have to give you a ticket.
He offended someone.
We're doomed.
What if you're easily offended?
Yeah, right.
If you wake up with the blues, trying to fill your day with news, there's one thing you must remember: no agenda in the morning.
For a healthy, balanced news diet, try noagendashow.com.